Breaking news. Welcome to today's news. Here is the headlines. Fearless PDP chieftain finally reveals next president between Atiku, Tinubu, Obi, Jonathan. See what was announced. Fearless PDP chieftain finally reveals next president between Atiku, Tinubu, Obi, Jonathan. See what was announced. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. And please do ensure you like, subscribe, and share. Now the details. A former lawmaker who represented Kaduna Central in the National Assembly, Senator Shehu Sani, has shared his view about the 2027 presidential election and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election bid. According to the activist, the Nigerian constitution permits every Nigerian to contest the poll, irrespective of their region. Sani, however, suggested that the 2027 presidential election should be a Southern game, advising the Northern aspirant to wait till 2031 before contesting. According to him, the presidential election could be between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Peter Obi of the Labour Party, or former President Goodluck Jonathan. This would follow the principle of rotation over power, promoting national unity and peace. Sani, in an interview with The Punch, then made a case for President Tinubu, adding that he supported the North in the past and it's now time for reciprocation. The PDP chieftain urged the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who has shown interest in contesting the 2027 presidential election, to wait until 2027, when power will be shifted to the North, to respect the rotation formula principle. He advises Tinubu's camp to focus on good governance, addressing insecurity, poverty, and education in the North. This would ensure his re-election in 2027 and benefit the North in the long run. The former senator, however, emphasizes that Northern political elite desperation to return to power is driven by personal reasons, not the North's interest. Shehu Sani had earlier warned against the desperation of some Northern elite to return to power. This came as the former senator reacted to speculations that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's loyalists are battling some opposition element of Northern origin. The Punch quoted the ex-legislator as saying, if President Tinubu succeeds in addressing the security situation, education, and poverty in northern Nigeria. No northern elite will stop him from being re-elected in 2027. The desperation to return to power in 2027 by some northern political elite is not in the interest of the north, but is driven by personal reasons, as some of them have been skimmed out. So they often turn to a sectional agenda when their own personal interests are affected. Called Jagaban, or leader of the warriors, by his supporters, Tinubu, 72 is a long-time political power broker in the prominent West African nation. He took over from Muhammadu Buhari, a man he helped to the presidency, he said. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. And now before I go, I must really say, only God can say Tinubu will not win the election in 2027. Because without no much talks, these people knows the next person. And them they know their ways of planning this thing. I could remember a time whereby Tinubu would say he has been on the line for a very long period of time. And he has been the one structuring these things. Now tell me, someone that knows his way in this country, would such person loses the election in 2027? That's why I said it is only God that can actually say it. Tinubu will not win during the 2027 election.